everyone, Caddy Mac here with Caddy Mac Yoga, and welcome to my yoga channel. Today I will be presenting my online yoga school final, and I have chosen to do a 30-minute workshop breaking down some poses and basically showing you how to get into your full split. And since I can't do the splits either, I will be working right there with you to perform the splits also. And please don't be intimidated because this is a video to get you started, okay? This is a video you don't have to be very flexible to do. This is just the process, and with any exercise, with anything you start, you have to start somewhere and you're gonna get there eventually with practice and persistence. I have developed a great 30-minute sequence to get you down and flexible. This routine is going to be opening your hips, it's going to be stretching and flexing your quads and your hamstrings. Please be responsible with your movements today. If you hear your body telling you, ooh, I can't do that, or ooh, that hurts, then stop, okay? But also don't hold yourself back. You don't want to limit yourself from the possibilities of what your body can really do. With that being said, I am super excited to spend the next 30 minutes with you to be presenting my final for you for my school. I'm super nervous, but it's fun. I actually am in Athens, Greece right now, so it makes it all the much cooler for me. So we actually are going to go do the sequence down at the Mediterranean Sea. So let's get out of here and test our body to unleash, unveil, unlock the capabilities of our flexibility. Thank you for joining me today, and let's go to the sea.
So we are going to start in crescent low lunge. Really try and keep your back leg very straight. Pull your arms forward, lean back as far as you can. As you push your hip forward and down towards the floor, and your hands are straight up. And now we're going to come down into runner's lunge. Make sure your stomach is coming down into the mat as much as you can. Your right hip is going to come to your right area of your chest. Make sure that back right leg is straight as possible. Take some deep breaths as your right hip is going to be moving in. Make sure your right shoulder, your right elbow, your right wrist are all in one line. Make sure everything is aligned, and take some deep breaths. Your stomach forward again, your hip forward towards the mat as much as you can. I still have a lot of work to do. You can do some thrusts. Now we're going to go into lizard pose. Make sure your spine is straight. Your hands should be right above maybe the middle of your forehead, actually. So it's all aligned, like your hands should be aligned with your spine in this pose. And you're gonna go really deep down in here with lizard pose. My back is a little rounded. I would definitely try to get that middle back down if you are able. We're in this together, so process. Let's come up. Let's go down into half split. This is a little bit difficult. My left knee was injured years ago in soccer. Make sure your foot is flexed up towards the sky. This might be easier with some blocks. I don't have any blocks, but blocks could be preferred. Again, left foot up, flexed. Can hold on to it to keep it flexed. My left knee is injured again, so if you have knee injuries, you're gonna wanna start really easy. Bring that right leg back and straighter to get deeper into that half split. Deep breaths. Coming up, we're gonna go into pigeon pose. Bring that left foot straight across. It should be aligned with the top of your mat. Right leg straight back. Really try and have that core engage. Lengthen up with an inhale on the spine. The hip should be squared and even. Front knee in line with the hip. And you can go back. Deep breaths here. Make sure your hip keeps going down into that mat. Deep breaths, really restorative here. We're gonna go up and over and around into wide-legged forward fold. We're gonna grab our toes. Your feet can be a little bit pigeon-toed right here. Grab onto your toes. Legs straight as possible, shoulders away from the ears as much as possible. You look straight down like you're kissing the mat. Our goal is to try and get that chest down even to the mat if possible. Right now I can just get my head down there. Really take some really deep restorative breaths here. Oh wow, this is really yummy, really good. I'm gonna come up. We're gonna try and do a flat back here. Come down. Really get that back flat. Take some deep breaths. Your spine's gonna really feel good here. We're gonna go into some cat-cow. I like to call it cat-cow flow. Make sure, again, your right and your left shoulders are aligned with your elbows and your wrists all the way. We're gonna come up into cat. Oh, and up into cat and cow. And cat, cow. And just listen to your body here, really feel it. It feels really, really good, really yummy on your spine. Really moves everything around. It's really restorative in between these split poses to just take a little break and make sure you're breathing, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Very good. Let's go back up, climb ourselves back up, and we are going to do the other side. So let's go into crescent lunge, left side. So same thing for the crescent lunge on the left side. Okay, so you're gonna keep your back foot straight as you push your hip forward and down towards the floor. The hands are straight up, tilting your head back. Really listen to your body here again. Feel free in all of your poses to maybe let go in another area. Like this, your hands back, really breathe in. If it feels good for your shoulders, if it feels good for your chest, really just let your body tell you what to do sometimes with feeling very free. Okay, we're gonna go into runner's pose, runner's lunge. Again, make sure you're from your crescent moon. You bring your hands down to the floor and your chest to your knee, your stomach down. Make sure that hip is aligned, knee, hip, knee, ankle. The same with the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. Take some deep breaths. Do some thrusts here. I like to do some thrusts here because it really helps ignite your hips a little bit, get it moving a little more down into lizard pose. Again, make sure the line of your spine is aligned. The line of your spine is aligned. Relax your core, moving in, down to the mat. Hug your thigh to the hips. The hips are level. You press your foot under elbows. All of this should be aligned. This is a really good lizard pose. It's a little bit difficult. Like I said, your back eventually shouldn't be rounded like mine is here, but once you ease into it, it will come unrounded. Let's go into our half split on our left side. Make sure that foot is flexed up. Deep breaths. That back leg should be straight as possible. Once you get into your splits, you obviously will come all the way down. Deep breaths. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath. Should feel really good on that leg. It's a little bit difficult, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and move our leg around like this, down into pigeon pose on the left side. Check your leg. Make sure it's straight back. Make sure the front leg is aligned. With back leg, again, yes, straight back. Make sure the front leg is aligned. The hips are even and aligned to the mat also, very important. Hips squared, rather, to the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in. Go back if you're able. And here you can also go into a sleeping pigeon. You can go into king pigeon, whatever you would like to do. I'm gonna stay in just a normal pigeon with my hands up. I like to go into a sleeping pigeon. I like to go into a king pigeon, but it's your choice, whatever you feel like doing. You can follow me or you can do a pigeon variation. Really breathe right here. Oh, this should feel really good on your neck. Letting go of your neck. We're always looking forward or down at our phones, so let your neck just go the other way for a little bit. It feels really good. Deep breaths here. So beautiful. Such a beautiful day. The Mediterranean Sea is extremely just wow, no words. Deep breaths. And we're gonna come up. Ooh, this is gonna be a little funky. Go slow and come back around into our wide-legged forward fold. Legs straight. Grab your toes, shoulders away from your ears, look straight down, kissing the mat. If you're able, pull your toes inward. Your feet can be pigeon-toed in a way. They can come inward a little bit so you can get deeper down in there. Really ease yourself. Go slow. You're gonna feel yourself kind of tight maybe, like you can't go down, but if you just keep breathing in and out, you're gonna find yourself you're gonna find your head easing into the mat slowly because you're letting go. Let gravity control your body. Let gravity open up your body. Hold on to your toes and just breathe, and gravity will literally just open you up. Keep breathing though, please. More breaths here. This will feel really good. Really good on your back, your spine, your neck, your groin. You're gonna come up. Keep breathing. We're gonna do a flat back. Ooh, really elongate that spine. Arms up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This feels so good. So yummy on that spine. So yummy on your back. So yummy on your torso and everything. Everything feels good here. And if you can go deeper, if your legs can go deeper, do it. Challenge yourself. Okay, now we're going to go into our peak pose today. Our peak pose today is tiger pose. There are modifications of this pose. I'm going to show you both ways. Make sure the right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist are all aligned first, of course. But first, before we go into tiger pose, we got to do some cat-cow flows. I like to call them cat-cow flows just to warm our body up. Cat-cow. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Cat cow flow, I call it. Cat, oh, really big. Cow, ooh, yes. Really stretchy cat here. Really stretchy cow. Take some deep breaths. You can slow it down, you can go fast, whatever feels good on your spine. Take a couple minutes in the cat-cow flows in this sequence, always is great. And now, tiger pose, peak pose, left arm is going to go forward. Again, the left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist will be all aligned, or the right one rather, and your left arm is forward, your right arm comes back, or forward and back rather. Make sure that hip is squared. Your back leg should be square, and we're gonna grab the inside of our foot here, okay? Breathe very deeply, breathe like this is a little intense. It's our peak pose though. I would like to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds. Do whatever you can because I want to get my leg way up eventually. I think that's the goal, to really work on our split sequence, to get the leg all the way up so we can do splits in every direction. And again, you are holding on to the inside of the foot here. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and then come in with that leg. This is a tiger variation. If you cannot grab the inside of the opposite leg, just do that. Let's do our other side. Make sure the other arm is aligned, the shoulder, elbow, wrist. Make sure that back leg is straight out, arm is straight out. Make sure that planted arm is aligned. Adjust if it feels weird or funky. Come in. This is the variation. If you can't grab the leg, I would stay here several times. Go ahead and grab the inside of the foot. Adjust that arm if it's not feeling right. Good. And again, I would hold 20-30 seconds. Breathing deep, breathing evenly. Do not hold your breath in these poses. Again, the hips are level is ideal. The wrist, elbow, and shoulder are aligned, like I said. Press into your hand and in. That's the variation or the modification. If out, in. Good, and let's come to neutral. And now we are going to actually get into frog pose. This pose is pretty difficult. We're gonna keep our feet distant from our knees and flexed. You're gonna feel your groin open and stretch. You're gonna press your hips down and back, widen your knees. Your hips are gonna come down. Your groin, the goal is to get that groin down there. Obviously a block may help you. I don't have a block, but if I did, I would put a block right here. Gonna rest on your hands and knees, the knees and the hands. Make sure that foot is flexed that way, the foot is flexed that way, very important. Hands and knees like this, and just, this is a little bit difficult for me. Again, you're going to feel your groin stretch and open here. If it might be a little uncomfortable, just breathe through. You're gonna feel it open up a little bit. You're gonna be like, whoa. Breathe, 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 breathe is the key. Active core is important here also. Ooh. Make sure again you're pressing your hips down and back. and that's how everything's gonna open. And take several breaths here as well, obviously. Again, 30, 45 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, whatever feels best for you, whatever you can challenge your body to do. I take about 30 to 45 seconds to a minute in this pose, but now we're gonna come out of it and we are going to go into hero's pose. Sit between your knees. Your tailbone is gonna be anchored to the mat, your knees together. This is a little bit difficult also. Modifications for this are to not sit in between your feet. I would go into Savasana here or do something on your own if you are not able to do this pose. Obviously lean back or recline back if you are able for reclining hero's pose. Really try and keep those knees together. It kind of is like hero's pose plus fish pose here in a way, because you're gonna feel your back and your neck muscles really ignite here also, or stretch rather. And if you keep those knees together, it's gonna really stretch that area of your sacrum, your hips. Feels really good. Just breathe here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. My top half is kind of in fish pose in a way, like I said. In fish's pose, or fish pose rather, in fish pose, that neck and that spine, we're gonna come up. And we're gonna go just into seated hero's pose. Again, make sure that tailbone is anchored into your mat. Reach up. Ooh. This is pretty difficult sometimes. Make sure your spine is straight. Breathe in. Another modification suggestion is not bringing the knees together. If you can sit in between your legs, but you can't bring your knees together, my suggestion is to start like that, and then slowly, the more you do this sequence, the more I would try to bring your knees together. And again, a variation, just breathe in, up to the sky. Really feel good. Be thankful. Be thankful that you can feel good and that you can open your body and unleash what bothers you. Breathe. Please don't stop breathing. Do not hold your breath. It does not do good for you. It does not benefit your body. And let's go into child's pose. Let's spread our knees rather as wide as the mat. Or if you can spread your knees wider than the mat, go for it. I'm gonna spread my knees as wide as the mat, maybe slightly off. Go ahead and belly rest. Your belly is going to rest between your thighs, and you're going to rest your forehead on the floor, or on the mat rather. And I would really like to challenge you to pull back on the very bottom of your spine. Pull back and down. Again, if your knees can't go as wide as the mat, then don't. Modification would be bringing your knees together more, and if you can go further, then go further. Remember, the key to this is to challenge yourself, but to not push yourself into injury, obviously. It's quite the fine line, but you don't want to hold back. Deep breaths, deep breaths. This is quite the restorative, the end of our sequence today. We're just gonna really let go in this in child's pose, kind of start to let go of all of the positions from today and just feel good in this resting pose. This is the decompression of our sequence. And let's go ahead and come into our last pose, our Savasana. And in Savasana, you're just going to relax your entire body. It's quite easy. Obviously, you're just going to lay on your mat. Sometimes it's not so easy to relax your mind though, so I really challenge you to relax your mind and focus on your breaths, evening out. Let go of all of the efforts from the positions today. Relax the efforts rather. Relax your body, relax your face, and breathe. Relax all efforts from the yoga positions. And really meditate on what am I thankful for in this sequence today? What did my body tell me? How did I challenge my body? What can I work on? What didn't feel good? Why did that not feel good? Ask yourself these questions. How can I correct what doesn't feel well? Breathe in and breathe out and be thankful. Be thankful for your beautiful body and your beautiful mind, and then working together in harmony. And of course, namaste.
Okay, so great. Thank you so much for joining me today at the beautiful Mediterranean Sea in Athens, Greece. I hope you learned something today. I hope you took away something that will help you with your splits practice and getting down and deep into your body. Tune into my YouTube channel, please, for some next videos, some more workshops, and if you want to take a one-on-one class with me or a group class, also stay tuned for that as well. Thank you again. I'm Caddy Mac, and bye.